I managed to climb all the 4 gates which were to be cleared. So for me it was very interesting because um, I got stuck once and then I had to take a reverse. But I managed. But there were many people who got a lot of penalties because they could not complete all the gates.
But it was CS Santosh whose Suzuki hot-knifed its way through the butter that were the sands of the Thar. The ace rider made short work of the 7 kilometers of dunes and rut, and watching him at it was pure ecstasy. It was as if the sands bowed and made way for him, and said, "Here rides the might and experience of a Dakar finisher."
Times because the cars had gone through and it was churned up, so it was really soft, so you had to carry momentum around all those places. So yeah, that was a bit that was fun and also challenging.
Now, one of the many things involved in shooting a rally like the Desert Storm is finding the right way into the stages. Because what we do is we go right into the middle of the action where the cars are probably going flat out so that we get you the best of the action. Now, we seem to be a little lost here because we were supposed to hit a time check behind, but it's not there. There are no marshals. So we spoke to a few locals, and they told us that there's a bunch of cars ahead. And this is something we do on a daily basis while covering a rally. We take leaps of faith and go into the hinterland and on almost no roads, and we get lost a few times every day. But that's the beauty of covering a rally like the Desert Storm, and that's why we do what we do.
There were 2 stages between Bikaner and Jaisalmer, 2 very sandy and very fast stages. Stages that don't seem to end. Stages that wait for the driver to make a mistake. Stages that wait and then pounce when one is least expecting it.
रेडी सर सर एक कार में आग लगी है तो वहाँ पे पहुँच गए हो यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है रेडी सर 120 कार है ड्राइवर सेफ है जितनी में आग लग गई है
As we made our way to Jaisalmer, I was wondering about how each year the Desert Storm finds novel ways of taking its toll. The thought was intimidating.
Like I was telling you earlier on the show, getting lost is a way of life when you're covering a rally like the Desert Storm. And today, once again, we're completely and blindly lost. And there's a vast expanse of desert in front of us with a track. And we've asked a few locals, and again, we've taken a leap of faith in the hope that we find a marshal car before we hit the Pakistan border.
The golden glaze of Jaisalmer brought with it 3 competitive stages of 71 kilometers, 38 kilometers and 70 kilometers in length around Birmar, Turkon Ki Basti and the Sam Dunes. It was a mix of dry lake bed infused with huge sandy sections. Only 25 rally cars took start from Jaisalmer, and they would be going all out. Time needed to be made here. The revs needed to hit the limiter, and they needed to hit constantly.
70-kilometer stage, I think almost about 20 to 25 kilometers was total flat out because of all straights. Very tricky in between because of the rocky section coming in and the narrow patches. The organizers threw in a lot of challenge for us this time in the second stage, that is the short stage. In fact, that's about a 40-kilometer stage, which had a lot of sand. In fact, it was more like an off-roading. I was wondering if our cars could make it through, but then yes, we did.
Since the start of the rally, this rally has been very, very unpredictable. We've exchanged leads quite a few times now. Like if you'll ask me, every morning, first stage we've done good, and then next stage we lost whatever we've gained. So what can I say? Just that fight and that eagerness which is there in everybody to be the best is taking the motorsport to a new level.
In the middle of the third stage, as we stood waiting for the cars to pass and were helping marshals get a car out of the sand, the mighty Thar showed us a spectacle that leaves many shaken. It's only once adversity and anomaly pass that one realizes how lucky they were to have experienced it. So lucky that while going past us, the twister took with it the dust which it had thrown on the lens of our cameras, so that its parting shot would be clear. Well, almost clear. Inside the stage, however, luck had run out. Suresh Rana's Grand Vitara suffered an engine failure, and the veteran driver had to drop out of the Desert Storm for the second time in a row. Those who did manage to get out of the stage had their own stories of how their luck almost ran out.
Multiply your regular speed breaker into 3 times. It was that big, and he gave me the perfect call. It's approaching, but reason being we had our exhaust failure. The exhaust was so loud that I couldn't hear him, and we flew over it and we landed like 30-40 feet away from that spot.
2 बारी टॉपल हुआ है, तो आप देख सकते हैं इसमें पूरी की पूरी ये जो बॉडीज है पूरी बेंड हो गई है, पूरी पिचक गई है, वहाँ से ऊपर तक पूरी पिचक गई है, रूफ भी पूरा पिचक गया है, ऊपर से टॉप पूरी बॉडी ऊपर से पिचक गया है, जो सनवाइजर पूरा गाड़ी का इंजन में से ऑयल आ गया था सारा बाहर, पूरी दोनों साइड से बॉडी पिचकी है और बॉडी है, पर लकीली हमने गाड़ी टॉपल हो गई थी 2 पलटे खाने के बाद, छत नीचे थी और टायर्स ऊपर थे।
On the way back from Jaisalmer to Bikaner, the storm ran 2 stages, one of which was the legendary Thar Express. The Thar Express is a driver's delight. The navigator does not have to do much in the way of keeping the car on the road. The stage runs along the railroad between the towns of Nokra and Bap. The driver just has to floor the pedal, keep the railroad on one side of the car, and pelt through the stage as the crow flies. And that is just what they did. Mishra took the lead in the Power Pig after Rana crashed out. Hot on his heels was Speed Spot teammate Harpreet Singh Bawa. Veteran driver Niju Padia's mean-looking Pajero came in third. In the moto category, CS Santosh came flying to the finish line and made the onlookers a tad giddy with his speed. He was followed by Jess David and Mohit Verma.
Thar Express has, I don't know how the word came about, but I think it's a very apt name because it runs along a railway line. It's a stage that all of us love riding and driving. Since we found the stage, which is about 5 years ago, every year, even in the recce, we still enjoy driving that stage. It's a fast stage, it's gravel, it's mixed, it's a driver's delight. It's one place where you can tell the navigator, shut up, let me drive. Right stage was a completely new stage this time. Again, very, very fast. But this was compounded by the weather. It was pouring cats and dogs. And in addition to not being able to see and the sand, competitors were like totally in a alien world. We took a call on cancelling SS12 in response to many competitors claiming or saying, which I came to believe, is that the cars would not take any more sand.
We made it just in time for the celebrations. Abhishek Mishra, piloting Team Speed Sports Power Pig, was the first out of the stages, along with his navigator PVS Murthy. The second car to exit was also in Speed Sport colours. Harpreet Singh Bawa and Ashwin Nayak's combined experience had got them a second place finish. Niju Padia's Mitsubishi Pajero Sport was third, and he had convincingly conquered the storm.
It's a good thing that 2015 starting with a podium finish. Yes, we were looking out for a win, but then it didn't happen because the lead from the day one kept on increasing. So it's a learning experience for both of us. But then podium finish to begin the season with, and the season starting in a good way for Bawa and me. I think it's nice, the second place.
Enjoyed every bit of it, especially the competition which I had. A very close one with Rana Bhaiya. Unfortunately, he couldn't finish due to technical issues. But that was the best part of the rally. We fought neck to neck. Every stage, every kilometer, every meter we fought. And that was the best part of it. We kept pushing our limits. We enjoyed thoroughly.
The podium ceremony took place at the Clark Samir in Jaipur. And as the weary cooled their heels, the trophies were awarded. In the moto category, CS Santosh took top honours for his phenomenal pace throughout the Desert Storm. Jess David and Mohit Verma came in second and third. Vijay Parmar, still in his prime, rode his KTM 6 Days edition to a third place finish in his class and a fourth place finish overall in the moto category. The Desert Storm is many things for those who are a part of it. For some it's a challenge, for others a yardstick. Some take it as a test of skill and will. And for some others, it's a pilgrimage to the might of the Thar Desert. We leave you with a collection of our high points from the 2015 Desert Storm Rally, so you can decide what the storm means to you.